I think on day hikes, it's really easy just to go out and sort of be wowed by how big the world is and how beautiful it is. But when you're on a trail that is like the PCT, it's over 2,000 miles and you're doing this day after day, everything sort of gets boiled down to the most simple parts of your life. You wake up and you eat breakfast and you get dressed and you take down your tent and you walk. In your mind, it's truly just, it's slowing things down, it's steady and it's constant, and it really truly is like a very active meditation.
You decided you wanted to take on the Pacific Crest Trail, or the PCT. What is that?
The Pacific Crest Trail is one of the 3 biggest national scenic trails in the United States. It's a footpath that goes from Mexico to Canada. It passes through the Mojave Desert, the southern Sierras, the high deserts of Northern California, the Cascades, and Oregon and Washington. I've been in this sort of space of deciding whether or not outdoor education is a career that I want to devote the rest of my life to. And about a year and a half ago, I said, heck, I want to know if I can actually do this and if I can do it on my own.
How did your parents react? Were they supportive?
They were so supportive. I mean, I remember the first time I called my mom and I said, so I think I'm going to hike the PCT. And she was like, of course you are. Like, what? Why would you do anything else?
What did that feel like when you first set off and you're on the trail?
I was scared. I was really nervous. Yeah, you get out into the desert and like the first couple nights you sort of realize like, oh my gosh, like I'm hiking the PCT. But I was never alone, you're only alone as much as you want to be on the trail. There's so many people, so many good people out there. And so I kind of, teamed up with a little group and we traveled together for most of the desert and we were able to kind of go through it together.
While you were on the trail, a very traumatic situation happened. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. When I hiked out over Kearsarge Pass with my hiking partner and a friend of mine, I was greeted by all of my uncles and their partners and my brother and our family dog, and I was told that my parents had just been killed in a car accident. Obviously that rocked my world, that just changed everything I thought I knew about myself and about what I was doing there. After I found out, I sort of just walked off and found a little river. I remember not being able to feel any of the water, and there was snow everywhere. It must have been cold, but I couldn't feel anything, and I remember starting to say out loud, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. And it just sort of became like a chant almost. And I was whispering it and then I was saying it louder.
So you decided to keep going?
I did, yeah. I had to dig deep and say, you know what, I'm not gonna let this define myself or my experience, and I'm gonna be stronger for it. I know my parents wouldn't want me to turn around for the world.
How did the trail become a form of therapy for you?
Mm-hmm. I would wake up in the morning and there were some days where, you just feel like you've lost all desire to do anything really. The last thing you want to do is get out of your warm sleeping bag and hike 20 miles. But you do it, and once you're doing it, just emotion, it's everywhere. It's high, it's low, it's just like, it felt like it was just yanking me around, this reality of this, my parents had just been killed. Like, what do you do with that information? And the trail just guides you into this pace of walking, and just, it's the right speed to travel. It's the right speed to heal, because you can't run from this, and you also can't sit still. So by walking, you're moving forward, you're moving through it, but you're not running from it. We're all different, we all heal differently, and this is what I needed to do to begin to heal.
How do you think your parents would feel about this journey that you've taken on and conquered on the Pacific Crest Trail?
I don't think they would have expected anything less, honestly. The trail became something different. It no longer became something that I was doing just for me. And I think they'd be tremendously proud.
Now meet Louis Bird, an inexperienced rower who decided to cross the Pacific Ocean. Click here to find out why he took up this challenge.